Hi everyone, welcome to CPO252. This is Mrs. Donna Hummel. You probably recognize me. You've probably had me for several classes already, so that's good. So before we actually get into the course, I still want to orient you a little again to, since it's all online, how to get to D2L. When you log into mydtcc.edu, you go to this is what you'll come to, the MyDTC, and you'll have this bar here on the front. So you have your welcome, resources, courses, email, calendars, student information system, and then there's an alert system that'll come up. Now, if you don't have the Dell Tech app, it's a really good thing to have too, and all this will be on there. Now, if you click on courses, it takes you to this page here. This will be the course that you have for fall 2020, okay? And everything on one shot here that you're currently taking. Now, when you click on 252, you'll get this page, okay? And you probably are familiar with this. So this is announcements, and this is where you will be getting most of your information that are updates, okay? On here is a calendar telling you what is available and what's due. So you'll see here, for instance, like this is upcoming events in their first week, you have like a homework and a lab to do, okay? And then updates, if I make any changes to the content, this is where you'll see that. And again, I'm also going to be putting on here information that that is important to know, and I will be emailing you as well. Plus, I'm going to have a Zoom meeting. I would like to have an open Zoom meeting every week, same time. Okay, so we'll get to that. So this is your home page of CPO252. So you have content, activities, tools, grades, admin, and D2L. So let's go to content. Now this view is the Pulse app view. If you haven't downloaded Pulse app, I would do that. That is D2L. This is just strictly D2L. And it's really nice because it gives you all kinds of information. Anytime anything's done, anytime content is upgraded. And then again, you can actually get to everything that's on here through that app. So you don't need a computer. And it's really great if you happen to have a pad, like a bigger, iPad or a G-pad, something like that. Okay, so let me show you how it's laid out. On this side are all of the modules in the actual course. Okay, so they go 1 to 14, 15, week 15. Week 15 is going to be your test for your final exam. I'll add that. And then on this side is whatever you click on. So here's the overview. And this is 252 overview. So this is actually the second one of operations, and we're just going to go through all the basic stuff that you would generally see that you would be if you were working, and most of you should be working right now for your internship, and you'll be going through like learning about startups, shutdowns, turnarounds, running normally, what commissioning is, and so on. Okay, so that's what we'll be learning in this course. Now this is the video that I'm doing right now, so I'm going to have the video posted on the home page with that announcement and here as well. Okay, here's my instructor information. You know me, and I am available in E201. I'll be here occasionally every now and again, once or twice a week. I'll be here for some different labs, and then I'm available to you during the whole time of lecture, 5 to 9:50. And then any of these are student hours. You can also make appointments with me if you want to, and if you want to come in and see me if you're having some troubles. You can also Zoom me anytime and text me or call me anytime. My main method of communicating will be through email on the announcements page, and I expect to get back to you within 24 hours except weekends, but I also, again, will be running Zoom meetings. I want to make sure you understand that. Now, link to resources. If you're having any issues, you can click on this and it fires off a web page, and these are all the different resources available to you as a student. As you notice over here, this is a student in need. So just say you need some financial resources, food pantry, laptops, okay, mental health, those are available to you. Then there's linked technology resources. You click on this, again, this takes you to CCIT and all the different things available here. So if you keep scrolling down, here's D2L information, some technology requirements, publishers, downloading information, free software, technology and support. And now here's the Zoom. If you don't know much about Zoom, you can come here and it tells you how to sign up for it and get to it. What will happen is if I send you the link and you click on it, it'll feed you also how to get to Zoom on your computer and so on. Okay, so that's really nice. All right, let's talk about the syllabus. So the syllabus this is the direct link on the website. Over here is the hard copy of it. And this just again tells you what we're going to be doing. Same exact thing as the intro I told you about, and then just the different performance requirements that are required. Let's talk about your grading policy. Now, they've changed something, and I want to show this to you. Now, A's are 90 to 100, B's are 80 to 89, C's are 70 to 79, and F's are 0 to 69. Okay, so now it's a new 10-point scale, so it's a little bit nicer. Back to the old school days. Now the grade course exactly will come from this part here, calculated. So we have 4 tests, each 10%. We will have that final exam in the last week, 15%. There's a project that you will be doing. I'll talk a little bit about that. That's 10%. Your laboratory work, which are going to be done through we're hoping to be able to do it remotely, to access the computers in F118 and run Simtronics. They're 25%, and then your homework assignments. So your homework assignments will be coming from the book that you will get. The book will have in it the actual handouts and the workbook pages that there'll be your homework, and then there's going to be what's called a Team operating manual, and that'll be the manual that you actually will be reading through and learning that process. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Okay, so here's the schedule. Now I'm going to update this and add some sessions to the number, so you'll see there's a lot of material, but it's mostly the homeworks will be finishing up what we haven't finished in class and making sure you get that done, because they'll be in your tests. All right, and I'm going to update this to show you the different homework assignments, but each week I'm going to show you how it's laid out, and each of them will be listed on the PowerPoint. The homework assignments will be listed on the last page of the PowerPoints, and in a separate homework sheet assignment as well. Okay, so again, we're just going to be walking through how to start up a plant, what commissioning is, what is normal running operations, what are some shutdowns, what are some abnormal shutdowns, okay, what are some on-the-job trainings that you have to do, and then maintenance. Okay, so we'll be doing all of these areas here. All right, okay. Now I'm going to show you I'm just going to show you the weeks first laid out. They're going to be exactly the same. Okay, so you'll see week 1 all the way down as I showed you before. All right, they'll be completely laid out. They're going to be laid out exactly the same way. You're going to have a presentation and a lecture. Now, each of these presentations will be in as PowerPoint, okay, but I will also have them in as a voiceover. So there'll be 2 choices here. It'll say the audio for this as I'll talk you through it. And if you've had me in the past, you'll have known that I've done that in a couple of different classes last semester, the last half. So I'm going to do the same thing. I still would like, if you want me to teach the class online, we can do that as well. Okay, and then if there's particular documents that are associated with the PowerPoint, they'll be in here. Okay, now TIM unit is the name of the process that you'll be learning, the TIM process flow diagram. This is the whole layout, and these are going to be the different pieces of equipment and instrumentation and so on that you're going to be exposed to, and you're going to be learning how to deal with each of these. All right, that's what the whole course is about. So the first section is presentation and lecture information. The next will be assignments. Okay, now you're going to have a homework assignment. I'm going to go to that second, and this again is just like I said, it'll be on there, and you're just going to, mostly the homework will be finishing up what we didn't finish in class or while you were doing the lecture. And since it'll be voiceover, you can stop it and take your time and do it then and there. These are going to be critical though to help you with your tests. Okay, now the labs you will be doing, and we're going to go to assignment, and we're going to see what it is that we're going to do. Okay, so in the assignment here, it's going to tell you how to go to it. All right, you're going to download the lab from you're going to download the information to download this section here. You click on this, and it's going to take you to this room, SB234, where they're all F118. Now, I'm not sure how it's working yet. We haven't done it yet, so it would be good to do this live, as I said, with you in the Zoom meeting. But we'll check it out and see. But hopefully all of the computers are available in that room. I may have to assign you a computer number, okay, so that, because I don't know if it shows that it's being used or not. That's the problem. So remotely you'll be accessing a computer, and then you'll be able to log on. So once you get remotely access to it, it'll come up on your screen exactly as if you were sitting in front of the computer in F118. So you'll have everything available to you, including those lovely, if you had me with CPO252, the lovely Excel with the QI macros in there. But this will load up, and then you'll be able to get to Simtronics from there. Now I have 2 versions of the lab, Word and PDF. If it's in Word, you can download it and edit it right then and there and write your answers. But if you want to print it, the PDF might be a little easier to print out and then write it and then scan it back in and send it to me. Okay, so that's what that is. So let's go back to this. So that was the assignment. So so far you have your presentation and lecture, the assignment, and then any supplemental. Now, what I'll post here is if there's some other documents that are pertinent but not necessarily critical to the content of your PowerPoints, that's where this information will be, and any solutions will be here as well. Okay? Now, I just want to talk about your class project. So your class project is you are going to actually write a on-the-job training manual and about a piece of equipment for routine or turnaround maintenance, okay? You're going to select a piece of equipment and you're going to write a step-by-step procedure on how to get the equipment ready for whatever it is that you're going to do with it, okay? You're going to also create a checklist. And then the only other thing you're going to do is you're going to rate up an on-the-job training session, and you're going to do that presentation. So you can do that when someone film you. All right, and as you're doing it, you can pretend you're training someone, or you can actually train like maybe your brother or your sister or a friend of yours, and then videotape it and you can upload it. Okay, that's your so you'll have 3 pieces of document: a training video, and a step-by-step presentation. Step-by-step procedure of how to do it, and then a checklist. All right, some people had done the PowerPoint because they weren't exactly able to do it. So to able to actually train and do what it is, for example, if you can't exactly do someone did a sampling from a reactor, you can't actually do that live, okay? So they kind of talked about it in a PowerPoint. But I need to have your topics list sent to me so that we don't have any repeats. But some of the potential ideas are air compressor, a clarifier and a boiler feed water system, centrifugal pump, heat exchanger. So it's not like you're going to have a heat exchanger available, right in your backyard. So again, you can have a PowerPoint maybe to show that, how you might do the on-the-job training. An instrument control valve, maybe you're going to do turnaround around a cooling tower, a demineralizer, and so on. But you have to address these issues: safety, health, and environmental. Okay, and your written procedure is 44%, your competency checklist is 12, and your demonstration is worth 44. Okay, so that's how that written up. Now, I just want to show you again, this is the rubric for the written part of it. This is for the presentation part, or your PowerPoint, and talking through it. And then here's different other people who've done stuff: starting up a heat exchanger, or operating a small compressor, taking a sample from a reactor, maybe setting a thermostat for this is a herpostatus for like animals in a incubating type system. Fall protection and maintenance and assembly of that. Okay, cleaning out a rotary vacuum dryer. Okay, and these are other examples, so you can look through them. Now, the other one here I want to show you is these are different previous examples. So reactor sampling, this person could not actually go to it, so he had a procedure written up, and he talked about it. This is his on-the-job type. Explained about it, and then he did the on-the-job and explained how that might be done. And then this is the competency checklist, and then the actual procedure of how to do that. Okay, so you write up a procedure, and then you have how you're going to actually get this procedure done on the job training. That's the little checklist that you do. Here's fall protection. Here again, this is someone you can't exactly, they did bring the harness in and talked about it and showed. So that was kind of interesting. So this was all brought in and shown. So that was really good. And then a standard operating procedure, and then a checklist. Okay. And then there's a couple more. Now here's some good documents, Word documents that be templates. So you just download this and cut out all of the information and put your own in. And you can also use either one of these up here as well. That's just a document to help you with, like I said, a template to get your document started. Okay, get your procedures done. All right, so again, I'm going to have in the overview, I'll have this posted here, and then when we come to here, I'm going to have a Zoom meeting ready set up for our first meeting on Monday, August 31st. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great night, and I can't wait to see you or hear from you. Talk to you later.